Alright, so going off of my previous rant in the last video, I absolutely will not sell fucked up cards, ever. Not even unintentionally. I have not sold a single one of my Pokemon cards. I've advertised them a couple of times, but I've never actually sold one of them. Last time I traded a Pokemon card that left my hands was back in the early 2000s. I am complete and total buy side, right? So if I'm buying from, and I'm going to tell you my process actually, how I do it. I find out the serial numbers on the boxes first, and then I go into ChatGPT. Or I go and I use another source to directly find out information on that box through its UPC, and I also look at the print run. So if the print run is a low number, so in this case it's like 100 is the overall run, and then the next part of it, there's a placeholder number. Actually, two placeholder numbers that also correspond to the batch run, and then there is the actual number of within that set. So if it's 100-100085, for example, you know that is a print run that was relatively early batch for that particular batch, for that overall batch or run. And it goes up to like $9.99, I think, $999, or maybe even more than that. I haven't really looked into it too deeply because most of the cards I focus on are the lower number ones. So in this case, I'll tell you the batch number for this. The batch number for this was 100-100013. So this was box 13 out of that print run. So yes, that does actually have, that is a valid way of evaluating this. I don't care what people say. That works. And the same thing goes for hedge funds, and the same thing goes for trading. It's the exact same concept. There's absolutely nothing different about it. When you look at, say like if you are trading stocks or options, all of the primary metrics are solidified in almost a codified language to know which companies to purchase and which ones not to. It's not even, this is not public knowledge. It's based off of the fact that there are certain number sequences within the actual analyst processes that direct what firms invest where, and everything is so incredibly methodical, it's almost like a prepackaged machine. That's how things really work. So when I know this print run, I knew that this box was supposed to have between 11 to 12 cards, not 9, not the traditional 9. The front of the box was supposed to say What's it? Pokemon Center. Uh, Prismatic Evolutions, or no, I should say Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, and it doesn't say Pokemon Center on the front of it, so that's an error right there. So the box itself is an error. So the entire thing on this box is an error, and if there was an actual error box by the same token, then that error box could potentially be 3D printed, manufactured, any number of things. 3D printers are really good these days. If you have the money and stuff to do that, you actually can replicate a lot of the cards and things. But there are always little small things, but that's where the error comes in. Now, here's where it needs to get more nuanced. If these are the legitimate deck that we're talking about and was, bought by a Pokemon company, or, that's how it goes through, Pokemon company, then to retailer, then to private sale. I bought this private sale. If the guy who sold this to me turns out that he is somehow running like a little printing operation or something, people do this, it's not going to be good. Because I'm one of these people who actually do have the resources to follow up on something. And I will. Because it's about maintaining the market's integrity. I just find it highly suspicious when I look that up. And it does make sense why there would be 9 packs in a box like this. If it was an error and, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But see, if you look at this hollow pattern closely, you see the Pokeball with the fighting fist in the middle. I don't know, maybe that's correct, maybe it's not. I didn't notice that on the other Groudon. The other Groudon didn't have that. This one's a little bit, this one's hollow and on a different hollow foil. I don't know, maybe I'm just freaking crazy. But that's what you need. This is the kind of level of detail that you need if you're going to be in this game. You have to be a little bit crazy to effectively not only trade financial markets, not only do proper and good construction work, and I've done all these things. Also used to be in the military. Track down a lot of stuff as well for people. I've done a lot of things. Frankly, I enjoy this. So if someone's going to go and fuck around with what I enjoy, I'm going to go apeshit. Yay, we have Lopunny. Weird kid. Alright, yeah, so there you go. You got with a Master Ball Pokemon logo behind it, or foil. Honestly, these are very good foils. And if they are fucking fakes, they do a fucking terrific job of it. But I don't think, as much as I'm doubting it, I don't think this is fake. This is probably real. Well, here's a double star. Larry's Skill. This is the kind of stuff you open these packs for. It's like every single one of these packs is a pull. And it's got the full hollow bleed everywhere. Almost everywhere. But it's definitely full art. Wax belt training. At the very least, you know, even if these aren't fucking real, I could still play Pokemon. But yeah, anytime that you sell or do anything with this kind of stuff, have it looked at. Trust but verify. Now, obviously, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pissed a lot. I'm going to be pissed off. I'm fucking pissed a lot. I'm going to be very majorly fucking pissed because of all the amount of time that I've been fucking wasting doing this, you know? That is condensation coming off of that air conditioning unit. Why didn't they just get mini splits here? So yeah, I don't actually live in Savannah. I'm right now renting, and I'm visiting the area for about a year before I go back up to New York. Once they're already in the thing, it's fine to throw them around a little bit. They'll be fine. Alright, that does it for that pack. Comment your thoughts.